everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's the Packers going up against the Cowboys.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Dallas Cowboys. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. The escapability in evidence there. Is that one good for 15 and a first?
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Buying time to his left. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Mariota now on 2nd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. On 2nd down, Mariota again. Going right side here, and that's complete. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 18-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
6 yards to go here on second down. Jones will come now in motion right. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They'll set up a throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to churn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. And the slot man goes in motion left. Play clock winding down. They'll drop to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. That one goes for 24 yards.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing, so things aren't as precise as they've been.
In motion goes the tight end. Second and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. It's their quarterback. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Mariota on first down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Trying to improve. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Reuben Foster able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of a yard.
Here we go now. All right, now look at 56.
Now back to throw. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
And he's got room to run past midfield. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talked about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And now here's a carry heading left as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down, here's Fournette. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. Under 4 to play now. Clock running, third down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves. Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 20 that time. And that leads to a Green Bay first.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit!
Running left, it's Fournette. And he'll take this one down near the 15. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 17 yards on the pickup. And it'll be 4th down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. And his kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
It's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's sharp. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. And if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. getting his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Flush to his right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now a second down throw for Mariota. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal. And the tight end Ebron in motion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Second down, Mariota. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Third and goal, Mariota. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. It's good, and it's 21-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Runs over him. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And they give this time to the tailback. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Out of the gun now on third down. Over the middle, complete. It's Miles. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. He'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves them with a first and goal.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
So they're going to go for 2. They'll look to throw again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now Mariota. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. From the gun, Mariota. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Off the play fake, Mariota looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Now a handoff looking right. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
We just saw what a lot of teams call a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game. That signifies they want to run the football. Yeah, occasionally they'll play action and throw it, but most of the time, those guys on the field means strength, power, run the ball behind them. And now what a lot of teams are doing is they're taking an extra offensive tackle and putting him in a tight end number to give him even more blocking power. And we just saw it on that play.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. The Packers on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Here we go now. 3-19. Detroit!
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd. Yeah. After that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Steps away to his left. And a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. They go play action. Mariota. Wide open. Amari Cooper. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown. Cowboys. Amari Cooper. His 2nd touchdown of the game. His 3rd on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, This guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. And he puts it through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly
You
right.
like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this run. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the fourth. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 3rd down, Mariota. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. Well, a clear running situation. Trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He needed 2. He barely got back to the line of scrimmage. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
A first down throw for Mariota. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And he'll get this down to about the 31-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll go deep down the middle. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Mariota to throw for it on 4th. And this is going to be incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So the D-line's going to spread out. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flushed out right. Complete to Jones. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Give him 30 yards there.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Miles. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. 23 yards on the play. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. In motion right is Jones. And now he'll tuck it and run. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. He'll look to throw. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Mariota. Space to maneuver at the 40. To the right side to Eric Ebron. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And to give this time to the tailback. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. On third down, it's Hughes. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So it'll be first down here after the run. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They go play action here on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Levante David coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. Third and long here for Mariota. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And this will be blown dead right around the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. 8 yards to go here on second down. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Ebron's got it. A gain of 6 there on first. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Mariota on 3rd and 2. And he connects with Ebron. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. First and goal here from the 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Mariota here to throw. This one caught left side by Cooper. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Play fake. Mariota shakes off the sag. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now Mariota on 4th down. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Now the final act of this victory, the extra point. It's up and good, and they add 1 more to what will wind up a fairly lopsided victory. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Dallas, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.